moment. It doesn't look a problem. He's just slipped back into the groove, and a left hand floors Eifert inside the first minute and a half. And
Marine Magazine World Champion, Dmitry
the treasure is still his. Pound for pound, light heavyweight king.
Для всех фанатов ты был неоспоримым фаворитом в этом поединке. Это добавляло тебе уверенности или наоборот ответственности и больше волнения?
Это как минимум мотивирует быть аккуратнее, быть внимательнее. Так я стараюсь всегда относиться к боям серьезно.
Мы знаем, что один из самых главных критиков, скажем так, это Геннадий Юрьевич Машьянов. Он был доволен, как шел этот поединок, что он говорил тебе между раундами.
Какие-то задания выполнял, какие-то не получалось. Не знаю, надо у него спросить. Я думаю, он говорит, доволен.
Слышим, да, доволен, Геннадий Юрьевич.
Вообще, конечно, он поддавливал меня концовка раундов, особенно крайних. Я тебя тоже.
Between Bivol and Michael Eifert, the talk surrounding this fight was evenly split in all directions. On one hand, Bivol continued to be seen as one of the best all-around boxers out there, a technically sound and well-disciplined fighter who is believed to be light years ahead of any opponent he faces. On the other hand, it was clear that Eifert had been putting in a lot of work behind closed doors as well. It was the veteran fighter versus the hungry contender. Let's take a look at what the experts had to say about this matchup.
Who was your role model during your early careers in terms of boxing?
To be honest, it's mostly with boxers. Yeah, I told before that I like movies with Jackie Chan. I like movies with some martial arts actors. Then I wanted to be like Mike Tyson, then like Roy Jones. I like his style. I like how he was doing in the ring. And then I start building some hero in my head with different skills from each people. There is no real person, but a lot of things about how to be a father. I want to be a father like my father. I want to be a boxer as like Sugar Ray Leonard. I want a boxing like this. I wanted to be a boxer as Floyd Mayweather, who didn't look.
Commentator Henry couldn't help but praise Dmitry Bivol as he explained why so many consider him one of the best fighters in the sport. As Henry put it, Bivol made himself an elite boxer through his performances in the biggest fights for the undisputed light heavyweight title, showing elite discipline, mindset, and technique. Some of the qualities Bivol displayed include his Soviet-style boxing, control of distance, and non-stop aggression, making him a very tough opponent to handle. One of Bivol's achievements that Henry highlighted was his ability to stop Canelo's winning streak.
Bivol is one of the best fighters in the world, and I'm so delighted that he has managed to come back. But the question is, what level is he at now? The last time we saw him was in back-to-back contests for the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world against Artur Beterbiev. Beterbiev took the first fight, Bivol took the rematch, but honestly, these fights were razor close. Both of them could have gone either way, but it did establish Bivol as one of the pound-for-pound, probably no less than top 5 fighters in the world. The dude is truly exceptional. He's got that fantastic Soviet style. He's super fluid, relentless. His judgment of range and distance is absolutely incredible. He's absolutely fantastic to watch. He was one of the first guys to beat Canelo for quite some time. He stopped him in his tracks when Canelo was on that amazing run. And in terms of mindset, determination, and discipline, I think he's also one of the most elite fighters in the world. I really enjoy listening to him talk about his philosophy on life. And I remember listening to him after he lost to Beterbiev, and I was so impressed by his perspective on the whole thing. He truly is an elite competitor.
Henry then explained why he thinks Bivol is in a very strong position for this fight. According to him, Eifert's power and overall fighting skills are not enough to seriously challenge a top-level fighter like Bivol. Even though Eifert has done well in past fights, Henry said he never looked like a knockout artist, even when facing opponents who were well past their prime. So Henry believes Bivol will walk into a fight like this fully confident. because he thinks he is better in every area of the game.
But I actually do think if you're Dmitry Bivol, you'll look at this guy and you'll think, this is an extremely winnable fight for me. He doesn't carry great power. I think that's the really key thing about Eifert. You can see from his record, he doesn't have too many knockouts. Yes, there was moments when he was punching Pascal around the ring, but even in Pascal's declined state, he's not what he once was. He still couldn't really get him to the point where he was going to get out of there or go down. That simply wasn't happening. Obviously, he also has a defeat on his record as well. He did avenge that defeat. It was to a fighter called Tom Dazemski, and not a great fighter. Look, none of these guys I'm talking about are great. When you're talking about an elite fighter in Bivol, someone who, as I say, is pound for pound, yeah, none of this is really relevant. So, my point is, Bivol, in his usual guise, would not be worried about someone like this. I think he's just better than him in every single department. There is not one thing that I think Eifert does better than Dmitry Bivol. And so I guess if Eifert does have relative periods of success in this fight, then it might be down to something else. And that something else is Dmitry Bivol's current physical.
He admitted that even though he expects fans to see a very good performance from Dmitry Bivol, nothing is certain until the fight starts. According to him, sparring and training can only tell you so much, because the real truth comes out only when a fighter faces his opponent with full speed and power. Although Henry expects Bivol to finally be tested physically after making such strong improvements, he is a bit worried about other factors as well. After reaching the peak of his career by beating the likes of Beterbiev, Henry isn't sure whether the emotional toll of winning or possible injuries have dulled Bivol's fighting spirit a little.
I do believe and I do hope that we're going to see a very, very good Bivol, but the truth is, we're not really going to know until he's in the ring. We're not really going to know for sure. He's not really going to know for sure until his body is tested to the maximum and he's got proper competition in front of him. I just don't think you can replicate these things in sparring. I think you've got to have 100% speed and intensity to know, is the rehab, is the back going to actually hold up from all the work he's been doing? I think possibly my bigger concern for Bivol is not necessarily that his physical condition might not be as good, his motivation. I'm slightly concerned because he got to the mountaintop, he beat Beterbiev finally after all that time. It must have been a massive emotional release. I do believe the fact he lost the first fight gave him that extra percent he needed to get over the line in the rematch, and I just worry that he had time to sit on that win. He then had the injury issues and stuff. It must have been hard to get himself up for training camp and keep himself going for over a year now, since he was last in the ring. I think my channel was like a third of the size when Bivol last fought. That's how long it's been. So yeah, it's been a while, and I am worried that he might not look the same, but there's a variety of reasons why that might be.
Meanwhile, fans got a look at what was happening in the gym as the light heavyweight champion went through an extremely tough chest-focused workout. The training wasn't just meant to build the fighter's strength, but also to develop early stability and later switch to explosive movements. Every motion was watched closely by the coach, and any mistake in technique, balance, or stability was fixed on the spot, showing how much attention to detail Bivol's team puts into their preparation before the fight. Even a simple dumbbell exercise proved that everything in the gym was taken very seriously from start to finish.
Today we're doing some strength and stability to start it out, and then we're gonna move that toward explosiveness toward the end. Okay, we're starting here with the dumbbells. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 to 12.
When are we gonna train
Tomorrow, man.
Tomorrow?
I sleep tonight.
This is Thursday.
Sleep.
A week.
Both up. 1, 2, and don't turn your wrist. We're lifting, we're not boxing, okay? So 1, 2, wait a second. 3, 4, yes. 9, 10, 2 more. 11, 1 more. 12, good. That's the last one.
How many sets overall?
Overall?
Yeah.
I don't know. 56? Yeah, maybe I think it's 54 today.
Once he was done with the training of his upper body, Bivol started.
Once he finished training his upper body, Bivol shifted focus to improving leg strength and overall body power, completing exercises aimed at building balance, explosiveness, and stamina all at once. Every move was done with precision under the close watch of his camp, which never compromised on form or the effort put into each set. It was clear from the high-intensity workout environment that this was no ordinary session, but one designed for competing at the highest level.
7, 1 more. 8, good. Four. 5. Just remember, it's always it's an idea, the number. And we'll change the camp. 2. Alright, we're gonna finish with this. You're gonna be here, you're gonna step out. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing. All day. Okay. Boom. Done that. Do 2 more. Boom.
After finishing his strength training, Bivol turned up the intensity once more with an absolutely brutal pad session that instantly changed the mood in the gym. Not only did the sharpness of his combos, the speed of his hands, and the accuracy of each punch show why Bivol ranks among boxing's most technically dangerous fighters, but the constant smack of gloves hitting pads proved his ability to throw combination after combination while his trainer raised the pace at will. Most of all though, the session showed that this camp wasn't just focused on getting Bivol back into fighting shape. It was about making sure he's fast, sharp, and elite. The fierce pad work eventually winds down, but the intensity inside Bivol's camp doesn't drop for a second. As sweat still drips and the gloves come off, he reflects on the mindset that built him long before he ever entered this training camp. Bivol has often explained that he never followed just one boxing idol. Instead, he pieced together inspiration from several greats. The raw power of Mike Tyson, the creativity of Roy Jones Jr., and the undefeated mentality of Floyd Mayweather all shaped his idea of greatness. Even beyond boxing, he credits his father for teaching him discipline and character, building the foundation of a fighter who blends admiration with his own identity inside the ring.